Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about how you can determine the best time of day to do any important project. Because the best time of day is really determined by what's rising on the eastern horizon. Every 2 hours there is a change. So let me explain this in greater detail. In astrology, whether you're doing Vedic sidereal or Western tropical, every 2 hours a different sign will rise across the ascendant. The ascendant degree changes a degree every 4 minutes. So in the vast scheme of the 24-hour period, we will have all 12 signs rise across the ascendant, and that sign will remain on the ascendant from 0 to 30 degrees per 2 hours. So what we're looking for to find the best time to do anything is when we have benefics rising on the ascendant. The great sage Patry, who is one of the sages of Vedic astrology, it is the system of Vedic astrology that I follow, Patry system. Patry said that when a benefic rises on the ascendant, it cancels the evils in a chart. Patry said that when Jupiter is on the ascendant, it cancels the evils in a chart by 1,000 times. When Venus is rising on the ascendant, it cancels the evils in a chart by 100 times. Mercury is considered the other benefic, but Mercury is tempered by other planets. So if Mercury is with Saturn, it will take on Saturn's quality. If it's with Jupiter, it'll take on Jupiter's quality. So I basically look to find when either Jupiter or Venus are rising on the ascendant. It is the best time to do anything. Now, what you'll find, I find it very interesting if you're out and about and you notice how people become more enraged, quick-tempered, angry, cut you off on the freeway. You might find that Mars is rising on the ascendant if you were to go calculate. Or Saturn on the ascendant when things seem to take forever. But these planets will only be in those signs for 2 hours. So you're going to see an incredible feeling and sense of change as different planets come across the ascendant. So in a 24-hour period, you will have all 12 signs, therefore all of the planets rise across the ascendant. I'm not talking about an individual chart, a person's birth chart. I'm talking about the ascendant that in a 24-hour period of time changes every 2 hours and goes through all zodiacal signs in a 24-hour period of time. So thinking about that, if you can plan a time when Jupiter is on the ascendant, then that's the most auspicious time to have a meeting, to have a party, to have anything, because if there are some difficult combinations of planets on that day, then Jupiter on the ascendant will pretty much, not totally, but pretty much annihilate the problems of the chart. So this is a quick trick to figure out the best time to do something. When is Jupiter rising? When is Venus rising? So currently, for today, Jupiter is transiting in the sign of Scorpio. You're going to want to, it's around 14 degrees of Scorpio. I'm here in December of 2018. And when the ascendant comes to Scorpio, and particularly the closer the better that the ascendant rises around 14 degrees of Scorpio, then we have Jupiter on the ascendant. It's got to be a good time for planning, meetings, anything. So that's what I would predict. As well as when you're looking at Venus. Well, Venus is in Libra right now. So if you plan the time when Libra is rising on the ascendant, you'll get the Venus effect for that time and for whatever plans that you're planning during that day. That is a totally simple way to figure out the best time in the day. Another parameter I like to add into this equation is to figure out the planetary hour. Now, planetary hours are very easy to calculate, and there are a million apps out there that will tell you what hour it is. So in other words, each hour of the day is ruled by a planet. It starts at sunrise, that it determines which one of the planets rule each hour, and that's determined on which day of the week it is. Such as, if it's Sunday, then the sun's hour will start out that day at sunrise, and therefore every hour it will change to a different planetary hour, and it does follow in the pattern, just as the days of the week, such as Sunday, which is Sun's day, Monday, which is Moon's day, Tuesday, which is Mars' day, Wednesday, which is Mercury's day, Thursday is Jupiter's day, Venus rules Friday, Saturn rules Saturday, and back to Sunday, which is ruled by the sun. And that's the order of the planetary hours. But this needs to be calculated for your longitude and latitude. Therefore, my best times that I would plan is see if you can gear up and get Jupiter or Venus rising on the ascendant plus a Jupiter or Venus hour. Then you know this is a happy, great time to make plans to do any activity that you want to grow, be prosperous, be happy, have fun. But most of all, be productive, because these are the benefics. And it is really this easy to determine what is the best time of each and every day to do an event. Even though for long periods of time we may have difficult transits going on, such as during last summer for 6 months, we had Mars with Ketu and all sorts of various difficult aspects. But if you could choose a time when either Jupiter and Venus are on the ascendant and you have a good planetary hour, then you have the best time of the day to make plans and have events. So with that, I'd like to close now that you've got this great tool to focus in on. If you would like more information about me or a reading, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. And if you'd like to learn Vedic astrology, I have a university. Go to University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.